This video is presented by the University of North Georgia Student Counseling Department. The following will include information about what motivation is, and underlying causes that may contribute to a lack of motivation. Let us begin with defining motivation. Motivation is an internal state that propels individuals to engage in goal-directed behavior. The term motivation describes why a person does something. It is the driving force behind human actions. Motivation is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behaviors. For example, motivation is what makes you change eating habits to focus on improved health, or sign up for research projects to gain experience for graduate school. In short, motivation causes you to act in a way that gets you closer to your goals. There are two main types of motivation: extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation arises from outside of the individual and often involves external rewards, such as trophies, money, social recognition, or praise. Intrinsic motivation is internal and arises from within the individual, such as doing a complicated crossword puzzle purely for the gratification of solving a problem. Motivation serves as a guiding force for all human behavior. So, understanding how motivation works, and the factors that may impact it, can be important for several reasons. Understanding motivation can increase your efficiency as you work toward your goals, drive you to take action, encourage you to engage in health-oriented behaviors, help you avoid unhealthy or maladaptive behaviors, such as risk-taking and addiction, help you feel more in control of your life, and improve your overall well-being and happiness. If you've ever had a goal, like running a marathon, you probably already know that simply having the desire to accomplish these things is not enough. You must also be able to persist through obstacles, and have the endurance to keep going in spite of difficulties faced. These different elements or components are needed to get and stay motivated. Researchers have identified three major components of motivation: activation, persistence, and intensity. Activation is the decision to initiate a behavior. An example of activation would be enrolling in psychology courses in order to earn your degree. Persistence is the continued effort toward a goal even though obstacles may exist. An example of persistence would be showing up for your psychology class even though you are tired from staying up late the night before. Intensity is the concentration and vigor that goes into pursuing a goal. For example, one student might coast by without much effort, minimal intensity, while another student studies regularly, participates in class, and takes advantage of research opportunities outside of class, greater intensity. Next, let's talk about underlying causes that may contribute to a lack of motivation. Sometimes a persistent lack of motivation is tied to a mental health condition, such as depression. Symptoms of depression include feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, or hopelessness, angry outbursts, irritability, or frustration, even over small matters, loss of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities, such as hobbies or sports, sleep disturbances, including insomnia or sleeping too much, tiredness and lack of energy, so even small tasks take extra effort, reduced appetite and weight loss, or increased cravings for food and weight gain, anxiety, agitation, or restlessness, slowed thinking, speaking, or body movements, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, fixating on past failures or self-blame, trouble thinking, concentrating, making decisions, and remembering things, frequent or recurrent suicidal thoughts, and unexplained physical problems, such as back pain or headaches. Depression-related lack of motivation may be harder to overcome on your own. If you are struggling with motivation and are experiencing any of these depressive symptoms, we recommend you contact student counseling for an appointment. Another cause for lack of motivation may be burnout. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It occurs when you feel overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to meet constant demands. As the stress continues, you begin to lose the interest and motivation that led you to take on a certain role in the first place. Physical signs and symptoms of burnout include feeling tired and drained most of the time, lowered immunity and frequent illnesses, frequent headaches or muscle pain, and a change in appetite or sleep habits. Emotional signs and symptoms of burnout include a sense of failure and self-doubt, feeling helpless, trapped, and defeated, detachment, feeling alone in the world, increasingly cynical and negative outlook, and decreased satisfaction and sense of accomplishment. Lastly, some behavioral signs and symptoms of burnout include withdrawing from responsibilities, isolating from others, and procrastinating, taking longer to get things done. It is important to note that it may be difficult to distinguish between depression and burnout. This is where a licensed professional can help. A professional can determine if either of these are a concern for you, and recommend next steps. Thank you. For more information, please contact Student Counseling at 706-867-4402.